Namaste guys. So I have received a package. This took about 5 days to arrive. It's been more than 5 days actually, it's been a week. And I have with me the F105, the illuminator, the big daddy of F91W. Let's just take it out of the box and get our gloves on. And let's dig into this bad boy. Okay, F105, keeping it really simple and short. This is a really cool watch. It's got a nice build compared to the the OG F91W. Let me just whip it out and for comparison. So you can look at it. The F105 has got, for me, yes, this is the OG, and it's got history, and many people own it, but the F105 stands out with its obviously a killer backlight, the EL backlight, the electroluminescence backlight. As you can see here, it just stands out compared to the tiny little light in the corner of the F91W, right? You can see that. So compared to that, this is a major upgrade. So you can see that, yeah. The functions are pretty basic, just like the F91W. The timekeeping mode with month and date. You have the alarm mode. You have your stopwatch, and that's it. This is the time, adjusting mode. You adjust everything here. Let's just quickly set the time. It's 7:30 in the evening. 6, 7. Okay. 5:30. Today this is the month, and we are in November 11. And today is the 18th of November, and it's Saturday. That's it. We have set the time, date, day of the week, and you can switch between AM, PM, and we can switch between 12 and 24 hours by pressing this button, same as your F91W. As you can see, the build quality is better than the F91W. So I've seen a few videos which conclude by saying this is a better version of the F91W. I mean, total upgrade to the F91W, and it looks better on the wrist. So let me just change from my GW5000U. Okay, so that's how it looks on the wrist. Looks really neat compared to the F91W. I don't know, this is definitely better looking in terms of the overall build of the case. And function wise, it's similar to the F91W. It's got better backlight. So if I just turn off this light, you can see the light. It is like the EL backlight. See that? Yeah, it lights up pretty well. You can see that. It's pretty neat. It lights up the whole screen. It's the luminescence. So this is the EL backlight of the F105, a total upgrade to the F91W. So if you can find this anywhere, you can pick it up and have it as part of the collection, right? This is a pretty cool casual watch, a sportswear, and yeah, it sits pretty well on the wrist. To be honest, it goes well with all kinds of wrist sizes. That's what I think. I mean, I've heard of people say that F91 just doesn't care for wrist size. Whether you have a slender wrist or a thicker wrist, it doesn't matter. You still can pull it off. That holds for the F105, because the A168 also has the electroluminescence, right? So if I turn this off, it's got the electroluminescence, so it's pretty similar. Okay. So you can see it's the same brightness, I feel. I mean, I think the A168 is slightly lighter. And it's got a different hue of blue with the light, I feel, from comparison. But I think even in terms of size, I think they're pretty much similar. Yeah, except this is chrome plated resin and this is your plastic resin. I think the same thickness as well. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. A168 might have a slighter edge in terms of thickness. I mean to say, it feels slightly thicker. I don't have any measuring tool, just going by the looks. Right. What do you guys think? But in terms of build, they're similar, except this is chrome plated and this is your plastic resin. The F91W. Let me just put it all together, actually. Let me just show it to you guys, all of them together. So I have the F105, and then I have the F84, then I have the W59, then there is the F94. Okay, let's move this. W59, F94. If I zoom out, I can fit one more watch, which is our good old F91, the OG that started this all. So I don't know, everyone have their favorites. For me personally, see, I love the F91. I enjoy wearing it, but if I had to pick a favorite out of these, it's the F105. I love it because it's the build quality, and the second one is the F84, and in third place is the W59, because W59 has more of that, the rounded nature in its case design. You can see that. And F105 looks like a swollen version of the F91W, and F84, because it's retro, and even the strap, it's more retro, and the case looks more retro, and even the color, the combinations on the face of the watch, it's way more appealing compared to the others. So if I have to put it all together, all the aspects, the design, the color combinations, and those highlights, I definitely choose the F105 because it looks the best on my wrist, right? So that's the order in which I like them. Actually, this should go here. The last one is the F94. The other reason why I rank them like that, okay, this is for the build quality, and I put this in second place. It's because, again, it's a JDM model, and not everyone has access to it, and it's not sold in many places. So it's, when you have watches that are very difficult to get and to procure and to purchase, and you own it, it will have a special place in your heart. It's about, it's similar to buying limited edition watches, that when you get it, you want to show it off to people and claiming that, yeah, you're one of the very few in the world who has it. So even though this is not limited edition, so there is a joy in buying watches that are meant only for one market, like the Japanese market. And when you buy a JDM model, just like, when I picked up my G5000U1JF, this actually arrived today. I was very happy because they don't make a lot of this, and it's the screw back case and everything. So there is some kind of satisfaction in owning watches that is only meant for one market, and you somehow find a buyer somewhere, you have it imported to your country, and you own it. You have a special sense of satisfaction when you own it, and it becomes a part of your collection. So, not to take the limelight away from this watch, this video was meant for the F105. So this is going to be my favorite of all. And I think I'll be wearing a lot of this. I don't want to call it my daily beater because, I predominantly collect watches. I buy to, keep them, but obviously I wear them in rotation. But I think this will see a lot of wrist time during that rotation, because I just enjoy, and I just like the way it feels on my wrist and how it looks. I don't know, it's something different, and I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions as to where, being in India, it's difficult to purchase. Like this one, you can't find it in India. This one, F84, you can't find in India. The W59, you can't find in India. These two, you can find it on Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, and a few other authorized sellers. So if you have any doubts and questions as to where you can pick them up, please comment, and I will help you with procuring these watches. Okay, you can get them, but it's about research and to look at the right places. And it's not just about finding the first place where you can find these watches. No, just visit some site and you figure out, they are selling this watch. You have to look for other options, because there are ways to minimize cost when picking up these models from outside India. So you have to be smart. I'm not saying cheat the system. You still have to pay customs, but there are ways in which you can minimize the cost. It's about it takes a bit of negotiating if it's a private seller, but if it's a retailer, it's about finding the right pathway through which it has to travel to come to you, whilst minimizing the cost. So I've been doing it for a while, so I have figured it out. So if you have any questions, please comment and ask. I will help you with that. Thank you so much for watching. This video was meant for the F105, but these watches made an appearance just to do the comparison for size and the design, etc. But this one is a clear winner for me. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.